Okay, we're going to do our inspection here at 3801 Wosley Drive for the Brewington residence. I've already got my ladder set up on the other side, so we're going to go ahead and start there. Get up here and look, but what I'm doing is I'm just trying to see. I can see where you've got some chipped paint and some little nicks on your gutters from some small hail. We'll get up there and try to take a better look from the top. You can usually see a little bit better. But one thing you can notice is where the discoloration is, all these little flecks, that's all tiny pieces of hail. We'll always want to take a look under here. Yep, your felt is coming a 1/4 inch over your drip edge as a solid installation. So we'll get up here and check out the roof. You don't have a lot of granules in your gutters. That's always a good sign. That means that if your shingles aren't losing granules, then they're staying pretty much intact. Okay. Now, I can get this out of the way because it's right there. This is a pretty nasty hail ding right here. It's a good 2-inch stone that popped you right there. But what the insurance company is going to be looking for is 8 hail hits in a 10 by 10 area, and you're gonna have that, no doubt. I'll just kind of start down and work my way down. This is a pretty open and shut case. You've probably got upwards of 15 hail hits in a 10 by 10 area. Just show you a few neat little pops. Right there we've got one right here. Notice that's supposed to be blue. It's black now, where that's your shingles are made up of 3 pieces: asphalt, fiberglass, and then your granules. You can see where the asphalt dipped fiberglass is already showing through. It wouldn't, you know, it'll take some time, but in terms of roofs, it can cause problems down the road. Here's another one right here. Once again, your granules are displaced. You can notice that I can just brush away and get some in there. I mean, you can do this all day on this roof right here. You've got one, once again, fresh granules in that old blue. You got that going on. You do have some blistering as well. This is a lot of the, like, for example, this is a good indication of hail. The thing is, if you notice, this shingle's in 2, and the same circular, I guess, design is on both sides of the shingles, matches up real nicely. You know, like I said, this slope, I don't want to spend too much time so we can see what else is going on, but you've just got a lot of hail damage up here. A lot of hail. You know, I mean, I'm just pointing them out as I see them, and you got quite a few up here. Shouldn't just be able to brush those off like that. Your ridges are same thing as your neighbor. The ridges are going to need to be replaced. You're down almost to nothing but fiberglass and asphalt right here. If you can see, now that's not storm damage though. That's just going to be age. But the storm damage you can see right here, here's a hit, here's a hit, here's a hit, here's a hit. You got one right here. It's a 100% safe bet that this slope is totaled. Now, what the insurance company is going to be looking for is, you know, hail damage on at least about 50% of your roof. I'm going to go down here and take a real quick sweep, but your tree already woke up from the winter, so this is going to be the most protected area of your house is in terms of hail. And yeah, just as I suspected, you know, you're very clean. These shingles look really good over here. Even if you notice where the ridge is on this side, your ridge looks pretty good, but as soon as we get from the unprotected tree line and over here, it's a really completely different story. Same thing with this slope. This slope seems to be in fairly decent condition. This is one of your smaller slopes, but just to point out, you got one right there. Not a lot on this slope. I would assume, based on your neighbor and everything else, that the hail came in probably at a straight down path. But you know, you can see all the dents in your we call them whirly birds, attic vents. You got a lot of damage up here, but some of this is going to be a little bit older. Some of it's not though. This one, same thing, just a ton of damage. Losing it, you know, it's at the end of its life, and functionality is gonna stop here pretty soon. Okay, so this slope is a lot like the first one we looked at. I don't have to look too deep to find a lot of hail hits and hailstones. You've just got them everywhere. If we want to start right here with the worst ones, this one has a little circular, and then just brushing those granules off, you can easily see this one right here. No granules left. Right here, you got one. You got 2 good ones. 3. That'll be a 4th, 5th, right here. And that one's pretty rough too. I just want to stay in my 10 by 10 area. You can see one right here with some bruising. This has some bruising on it. If I haven't already said it, the reason bruising is so bad is it doesn't mess with the functionality of the shingle, but they come down at such a high rate of speed and hit so hard it actually compromises and breaks through your felt underlayment, which is a new entry point for water. And if you know anything about water, it's always going to find the path of least resistance. So overall, we're going to take a look at your gutters next, but you have a pretty open and shut case. I'm 150% confident that, you know, filing a claim the insurance company will warrant a full roof replacement. Okay. Same thing with your whirlybirds though, just really dent it up. You can get those, you know, replaced. It'll come with the insurance stuff. So let's kind of take a look over the gutters. I'll move the camera down a little bit so you can see what I'm talking about. Down here as well, gutters are fairly clean, so not a lot of granules in there. Oh, okay. Oh. You did a great job. Yeah. Okay, but the problems start kind of like right here. If you notice the little bend right there, that's going to be from a pretty big hailstone hitting in there. I'm sure on the other side you can see a little kind of a dent. And then I noticed some over here as well. Just got to find them. Here you go, right here. There's a little dent here and a little dent here. Funniest thing about those dents are that's almost enough to get your gutters paid for. All they're looking for is hail damage, and they're going to replace your whole gutter system, downspouts included. It's the job of the insurer, sorry. Now once again, just like on your exhaust vents and stuff like that, all that little flecking, you got a hail hit right here as well. Just moving down. So high volumes of small hail mixed in with some 1.5 to 1.75 inches maybe. I've seen a couple 2-inch stones, but very few and far between. Your gutters would not look this good if they had been hit hard with 2-inch hail. But just looking over, I'm confident with the chips in the paint, with the flecks, and the dents you have, those gutters should be added onto the claim, no problem at all. All right. Now last thing is, I did tell you that the hail came down at a pretty straight trajectory. There wasn't a lot of wind with the last hailstorm, so I don't think I'm going to find any screen damage, but we just like to walk and make sure. You've got a really large soffit, so that makes it even harder for the hail to get in here. You'd have to have some pretty strong winds, but yep, just trying to walk the whole property, make sure. All screens seem to be serving their purpose. As you can see it, but I'll remember that if I meet with the adjuster. There's another hail dent right here. Ding. 3. Oh, I do. Yeah, this is my 5th one today. Yeah. Everything else seems to be in good order. Homeowner, we do have a wood fence in the back. I'll go check. Metal fence is going to be pretty much intact. We just want to check to see if we got any flecking, any damage. Sometimes the fence will take damage, kind of like scraping a finger. There'll be some, like I said, just like on your gutters, just some flecks. Fairly well protected by the bushes. I don't see a lot of flecking. I don't see any damage at all. Just posts are in good shape. Just end of life fence. Maybe, I don't know. That's questionable. I wouldn't want to stake my reputation on getting that paid for. Okay, this is going to conclude our hail inspection. As far as everything goes, we're going to suggest that you file a claim. Simply because you're definitely going to need a new roof, and your gutters, I'm very confident about those as well. If you have any questions, my name is Jeremy Wilson. You have my business card. When I send you this video, you'll also have an email address, which is on the card as well. Thanks again for your time, and have a super day.